Hey my friends, Cory from the future here, announcing you that you're about to watch my very first special video, which is my first 1,000 subscriber special. Well, you made 1,000 subscriber only once, unless everybody's unsubscribed. Don't do that. But there was a little problem with this video, which was that it was more than an hour long. And so, instead of just posting a huge and giant video that I think nobody would ever watch, I decided to split it in two parts. So this is part one, and I hope you enjoyed. Part two will come out really soon. So for the moment, enjoy this first part of my 1,000 subscriber special, which is my pile of shame. Thank you very much. I decided back in the day to open this YouTube channel because I wanted to do something that would show the love that I have for this hobby, for miniature painting. I wanted to show things that when I started painting miniatures, I asked myself, how could I do this, how could I do that, but I couldn't find any tutorial, any videos, nothing. And so I wanted to do those things in order to help others in that particular and specific type of thing that I didn't have the occasion to actually have back in the day. And now, finally, after some years, I think I started in 2018, I don't actually remember, but that might be the year in which I started, I finally reached 1,000 subscribers. Now, of course, I'm not like an innovator here on YouTube, of course. I'm not like the Deus Ex Machina of miniature painting. I'm far from it. I paint miniatures to, I think, a nice standard, and I also hope that some of my videos helped some of you. And I really wanted to thank you very much for letting me reach 1,000 subscribers. It's incredible to me that more than 1,000 people are actually interested in what I'm doing here on this platform. And you may think that 1,000 subscribers are not that much. Well, actually, maybe for... If you look at other YouTubers, you know, there are YouTubers out there into miniature painting that have more than 10,000, 30,000, like 100,000, 200,000 subscribers, and even more than that. But to me, it is amazing, literally amazing. I couldn't imagine to actually reach 1,000 subscribers, and I want to go on. I want to keep doing this, and I want to try and do things that you may be interested in. And again, thank you very much. And so I wanted to do a special video today for reaching 1,000 subscribers, which is shaming myself by showing you all of the miniatures and the boxes that I haven't painted and that I have just bought and set aside for future projects. So this is the video of my huge, giant and disappointing pile of shame, which some out there I see call it pile of opportunities in a more positive way to define buying a lot of models that still need to be painted. So we may actually go with that definition, a pile of opportunities, because there are a lot of opportunities in here for future videos, future projects, incredible armies, and stuff to have fun with. So let's go over there so that I can show you. Man, there are so many fucking miniatures. All of the things that I have in my pile of shame opportunity, shopportunity. I am already regretting this. You don't even see everything. There are some things that are off camera that you're not seeing right now, but don't worry, I'm just going to move the camera around so that you can see everything. I can show you everything. And what can I say? Besides regretting already what I'm about to do, all of the stuff here is what I have managed to gather in my hobby journey, and I don't even know if I'm going to be able to actually paint and build everything in my entire life. Maybe my children will, if they are going to get into this hobby, or maybe they're just going to bury me in my grave, and my coffin will be just made out of plastic sprue, which it actually be cool. I imagine just a coffin made out of spruce with all of the boxes inside your grave. We are already going out of our way, so I don't even know where to begin. All right, let's just start from here, and then we'll just going to, and then I will just show you everything. Let's just start from this part of the pile right here. Let me just move the camera. Oh my god. All right, I decided to start with the tabletop games, the special games, and just start with this, which is Gorka Morka. You may have already seen. I've done a unboxing video. If you just go check it out, it was a amazing unboxing, and still everything is exactly how I left it from my unboxing. All the orcs, all the scenery, the dices, everything is still here. I didn't do anything here. I am planning to actually paint them. The only thing that is stopping me is that I don't really like, and I'm about to say some blasphemy here, I don't really like the cardboard scenics that are inside this box. Also, because I have found a STL file that can be printed in resin, and I am planning on buying a 3D printer, and those scenery, those STL file, are basically the orc fort from Gorka Morka, but printed in resin, which is going to look even better, and I can also paint it instead of this one, which is cardboard. Yeah, the orcs here, I still need to paint them. I actually have an entire army of orcs that I actually need to go through. But anyway, Gorka Morka with all of the stuff inside. Then we have a old armor set. This is from Warhammer Fantasy, Isola di Sangue, or I think it was called Island of Blood. Blood Island, I don't remember. This was a old starter set with some High Elf and Skaven, but inside there are only High Elf with a little thing which is the Dragon Princess of Calidor that I have stored inside this box, because here there are no Skaven, there are just High Elves. Reason is that I had a friend that was selling some Warhammer miniatures in order to just free himself from a huge pile of unpainted plastic, contrary to this guy right here. And he asked me if I wanted to buy something, and we decided to split this box in two. He just gave me the box with the instructions, the dices, the template, and all of the High Elves inside, plus this box of High Elf Knights. And he kept the Skaven, which I don't know if he sold after that. But so yeah, I just have basically a little small army of High Elf that I don't know what I'm going to do with. At the beginning, my intention was to paint this army to have something different to play on Warlords of Erewhon, which is a miniature agnostic tabletop war game in which you can play with small armies. Not a skirmish game, but it's not even a huge played with huge armies. Small armies composed by maybe like 4 or 5 units. I've made a video about it in my tabletop war game that are best for beginners. Just go check it out. I think it was the first video. Talk about Warlords of Erewhon there, but yeah, I have this box of High Elves, and then we have a game that I think a lot of us know, which is Blood Bowl. This is the second season edition of Blood Bowl. Again, everything is inside. I have touched nothing except the ogre. The ogre that you have seen in one of my Cory monthly painting journey comes from here, because I wanted an ogre in my Old World Alliance team, and it comes from here. But I'm planning to paint this to team because I want to expand my Blood Bowl collection, also because I have a friend which is really into Blood Bowl and it got me also into this amazing game, and I want to have more Blood Bowl teams to play with. So yeah, the Blood Bowl 2nd Season Edition right here. Now let's go into Warhammer 40k. Let's just start with the one that I am really into right now, which are my Eldars. Now, Eldars are something that I really wanted to paint and play with for quite a long time. And I had a very, very, very old pile of miniatures that I bought when I was very, very young. And in there were some orcs that I'm going to show you soon. And also some Eldar, specifically swooping hawks. And so I decided, hey, Eldars are something that I really wanted to have as an army, because I really like the miniatures and the figurines and the lore behind that army, and so I bought a lot of stuff. So let's start with the small guy first. I have 2 Phoenix Lords. One is Karandras and the other one is Azurman. I have them right here ready to be painted. Unfortunately, they are in Finecast. I bought them because I having some trouble finding them in metal. So I decided to buy them in Finecast and basically torturing myself because I really hate Finecast, especially when Eldars are made in Finecast. It is quite a horrible material. I still don't understand why Games Workshop still use Finecast, especially with this model, which are very thin, very sleek most of the time, so they snap very easily and bend very easily, especially when it's just a little bit hot like in these days. Then I fortunately have some metal models, which are old Farseer. This was a reprint that went on for some weeks. Maybe in June or July, I don't remember, but basically GW did a made-to-order with old Eldar models. I also have the Autarch with Power Sword and the Swooping Hawk Wings. Unfortunately, they are in metal. Thank the gods they are in metal. I also bought the old Shadow Seer and the Death Jester, because I maybe found a way that I would enjoy painting Arlequins. And this is also a side project that I just have 2. I only have these 2 miniatures for the moment. I don't know if I'm going to buy more Harlequins, at least not now. I want to go through this pile of Eldar first, and then I have also the Farseer Skyrunner, which can also be a Warlock Skyrunner, here in plastic, still sealed. Then I have the Eldar Rangers in Finecast again. What a fucking amount of crap. And this is, in this little damage box, is a Forge World model, which is the Hornet, Eldar Hornet light tank. Wait, let me just open the box. Alright, there he is. This is the chassis of the Hornet light tank. This was gifted to me by my partner when I managed to reach 30 years old. Yeah, there are some things that I have to clean. There is so much resin that I have to cut out. This part right here it's actually bits of resin that I have to cut away, and it's going to be a lot of work. Then I have 2 sets of Dire Avengers, back when they were still a troop choice. Now they are a elite. Because back in the day when I was creating my Eldar army, when I was starting the project, I decided that, hey, Dire Avenger are a pretty cool unit, I'm going to use them as my troop choice. Then the new codex arrived and now they are elites, and I can't use them anymore. I have to use the Crossword Guardians, which are not bad actually, but Dire Avengers in my opinion are more cool, especially with Azurman. I'm not a competitive guy, I just want to put on the table things that I think are cool. Then I have the old Eldar Fire Prism. The old Eldar Fire Prism, this is back from 2nd or 3rd edition, I don't remember. The cool thing about it is that the turret besides being way chunkier than it is right now with the new model, it is completely made out of metal. At least the giant prism, the giant diamond here, is made out of metal. And it's going to be quite a challenge to actually glue this thing together to a plastic model, which is a very, very heavy piece. I don't know, I think I'm going to have a lot of fun doing this. Then, you may also see this box, which is a very old box, but this was the old Eldar battle force, but inside here, there isn't actually what you think. There are a lot of Guardians, and a lot of MDF bases, actually. There are some very, very old Eldars still in metals. I still call them Eldars. I'm never going to call them Craft World. I'm sorry. I'm very old style. We have I don't remember the name of this Phoenix Lord. Is Morgan Ra. I didn't remember his name, which is in this little plastic bag, because he is already painted, well, at least primed, and then the old owner tried to paint him a little bit. I have to strip him down. Yeah, this is the old metal model instead of the new plastic one, which is cool, but again, you know me, I am a very old style guy, because and I also, well, metal models are way better than fine cast. And then I have some very, very old Dark Reapers. I mean, these are Dark Reapers that I managed to find on eBay, and these are 2nd edition Dark Reapers, I think. Here they are, which are way cooler in my opinion than the new one. And also inside this bag there is a unit of Howling Banshees in metals, not in plastic. And then there are there are a lot of Eldar Guardians here. And this is basically this box that I got from eBay some times ago. I had quite a good deal for it. Because there are again a lot of Guardian. I think there are like 3 units of Guardians. There were some Swooping Hawks that are not here at the moment, but anyway, there are some Swooping Hawks around here. With also a Night Spinner, I think. So yeah, there's this. Then I have 2 boxes of Eldar, Craft World, whatever they are called. Start collecting with all of the stuff still inside. Alright, no, it wasn't a Night Spinner, but it was a Falcon Grav Tank. This, I bought it with the box with the old Start Collecting. I bought also this one, which was with that box, and I got it from a pretty nice deal. And last but not least, an Eldar Combat Patrol, still new, basically. I got this because I wanted to see the new Guardians with the new melee Guardians, and there are also more stuff that I needed, like the Wind Riders. There is still the old, how's it called, the old Farseer, and I also needed another Right Lord, which is inside here. And yeah, this is something that I have to paint, and I'm going to paint it really soon. Alright, now let's go with the other army, which is the thing that I regret the most to have, because I just bought it because I really wanted to do something with them that was unique, and then I regretted, like, after painting like 3 to 4 units. And then I have this huge pile of miniatures that I don't know if I am ever going to paint them, but anyway, I'll have them here. Maybe one day I will start and enjoying painting them, actually, which are the Space Marines. Now let's start with this box, which is the, god damn it, it's so fucking heavy, the Indomitus box. And there is everything inside here. The Space Marines, the Necrons are also inside here. There is everything. I bought it not because I wanted it, but because in the comic book store that I frequently go, they were also selling Warhammer stuff, and they pre-ordered like some Indomitus box set, and there was still one after a month. Nobody bought it, and I decided, hey, this may be my destiny. I have to buy this box also because it was sold out, and they were selling on eBay for like a lot, and I decided, hey, why not? I'm just going to buy it. And then I also have a friend that was very interested into the Necron army, but then after that he decided that he didn't want the Necrons anymore, so I just ended up with the entire Indomitus box set here with me. And yeah, maybe I'm just going to start a Necron army, or I don't. Who knows? Maybe. I don't know. Next, oh my god, how many fucking Space Marine I have here. For somebody that really, really hates and don't enjoy painting Space Marine, I have quite a lot of fucking Space Marine here. Oh boy. By the way, I don't enjoy painting Space Marine because I think they are freaking boring to paint. And I realized that after just buying a huge pile of Space Marine and then after painting them, I just fucking regret it. But anyway, I have Corsaro Khan, still in the box. I have a unit of Space Marine Devastator Squad, still in the box. I have 2 Wolf Lord on Thunder Wolves. Why? Because this is quite fun. I made an order from Games Workshop, and after like more than a month, this order didn't arrive, and so I messaged the customer service and they told me, alright, maybe the order is lost. So yeah, we are going to send you the same order another time and you don't have to pay for it. And after a week, both boxes came into my mail, and so I managed to get 2 Wolf Lord on Thunder Wolf, 2 boxes of Eldar Ranger, and other stuff. So I got basically a second box for free. So yeah, that was something that I got very lucky there. Then there is this Games Day Golden Demon 2012 Blood Angel Captain, which is the Blood Angel that is featured on the 2nd edition starter box set from Warhammer 40k. And I bought it because I thought it was freaking cool, and of course it is in Finecast. And also this is an old generation of Finecast, so this is going to be even more of a pain to clean, glue together and paint. I'm freaking lucky. Then there is this Space Marine Predator, this very old Space Marine Predator that looks more like something than the Astra Militarum or the Imperial Guard would use, which, you know what, maybe I would actually use this as a Imperial Guard Lemur Rust tank. I think it's going to be way cooler than the actual Lemur Rust, which is also cool. But just to have something different, also because I think that the Predator back at the time were a little bit more smaller than the new one that we can buy and paint right now. I don't know, maybe I can use it as a Lemur Rust battle tank for my Imperial Guard. Then, of course, I have a modern day Predator still in the box. And then there is an entire Space Marine Primaris Intersection Force, the Battle Force, still again in the box. I fucking hate myself. Are you ready? This is another pile of fucking Space Marines. Alright, we have Space Marine in a white box. These are the masters of the chapter masters, which you cannot buy anymore, and these are in Finecast and they are still in the box. Space Marine Primaris Chaplain on bike, still in the box. Space Marine Terminator Chaplain Tarentus, still in the fucking box. Space Marine Bike Squad, still in the box. Space Marine Centurion Chunky Super Heavy Thick Devastator Squad, still in the goddamn box. White Scar, Legion Praetor from Forge War, the Horus Heresy. Not because I wanted to start a Horus Heresy army, I'm not that crazy. But I thought that it was a very cool model, and I bought it in order to use it in Warhammer 40k, and there he is, still here. Then I have the Primaris Fire Strike Servo Turret, new in the box. A Space Marine Tactical Squad, still new in the, you guessed it, the box. Then I have not one, but two Space Marine Assault Squad in the box. Then I have the Primaris Invader ATV. Again in the box. I'm gonna kill myself by drawing myself under tons of Space Marine unpainted plastic sprues. Then I have the old Star Collecting Space Marine with 12 Citadel miniatures with a squad of Tactical Marine, a Venerable Dreadnought, and also there is a Terminator Captain. Again, untouched. Oh, this is cool. This was back when I visited Warhammer World for the very first time, and I wanted to have a souvenir with me. And this is something that you can only buy in Warhammer World. In fact, you can see that there is Warhammer World exclusive right here, which is the Space Marine HQ command tanks, which are two tanks with not very competitive friendly rules, but I bought them because they were exclusive, and my lizard brain just reacted with, oh, exclusive, I can only buy it here, so it's a collection item, and so I bought it, and there he is, still, again, in the box. Then I have a White Scar Commander, which is the one, yeah, it's a Space Marine White Scar Captain, the conversion metal parts for the bike. Then I have also here. This is not because I wanted to have a White Scar army, but White Scar are perfect for the kind of thing that I wanted for my Space Marine army, which revolves around Egyptian mythology. And White Scar are perfect for converting an Space Marine army to have that kind of theme, that kind of appeal. But again, I don't think that I'm going to buy more Space Marine after this, because again, I don't really enjoy painting Space Marine. And there we have the Horus Heresy Betrayal at Calth. Why I have this? Because it was discounted for, like, there was a discount of the 75% in the store that they were selling it, because they were just going out of business and they were just throwing away everything. And this being a very rare set that you can only find on eBay, Games Workshop doesn't print this set anymore. There are also some very cool Space Marines inside for the Horus Heresy. And I bought it because, again, there was a 75% discount for this, and I decided to buy it so that I could have something that was rare, and then I will painted it. I told myself like 2 years ago, but anyway, there he is, and this is the last Space Marine box that I have here, I hope, because maybe some Space Marine box can pop out of nowhere that I don't even was aware to have, but anyway. There he is. These are all the Space Marines, but it's not over yet. We are not even at the 50% of all of the miniatures that I have here. All right, another army. This time, orcs. This is a army that I decided to start, which I haven't even started yet, of course, because I managed to find the Beast Snaga starter set, which was incredibly rare because it went sold out like instantly after they were available. And this is the Italian set. If you want, I can tell you how it sounds in Italian. Do you want to see how it sounds in the pizza language? It's Orchid Spaccabestie. Beast Snaggers or Orcs Beast Smasher, which I think it's more cooler than Beast Snagger. But anyway, this is the entire box set. The entire box set with the rules inside, anything, it's still untouched. I got it for a reasonable price, which was the normal price that you could got it from the Games Workshop website. So I decided, why not? And of course, since I had an army of Beast Snaggers, of course I had to buy more orcs. Now, you may recognize this box because it's one of my most viewed videos on my YouTube channel, which is the box of the 1,000 Rogue Trader orcs. These are all orcs from Rogue Trader. Yeah, I bought them and I haven't painted them yet because, and I may actually have an excuse for this, I have to strip all of the orcs that are inside here, and I think it will took me like a month to do that in a reasonable way. So they are still here. Maybe one day I will just go through this and paint them all, strip them and then paint them. But it's going to be a lot of work and it will need a lot of effort to my part, and I don't know if I am in the mental state to actually do that. But anyway, they are here. Maybe one day I will paint them. And these were more orcs. Now, let's start with this, which is the new Ghazghkull Thraka. New, untouched, which you may hate me for this, but I got this for free. I got this for free because the box is fucking destroyed. There's a hole here on the back of the box, and again, my very good and great friend from the comic book store, since the box was smashed and was unsellable, he decided to gift it to me. So I got Ghazghkull Thraka for free. And then I have the old orc, space orc war buggy. Another cool model that you can also find in the Gorka Morka game set. I think this is a very cool model. It's incredibly old style and outdated, but I still think that it rocks hard. I mean, just look at it. It's a fucking beast. I love this model so goddamn much. And maybe when I will be in the orc mood to actually start and paint an orc army, this may be maybe the first or one of the first models that I will actually start and paint for my orc army. Now, this 3 miniature set that are still orcs are strange because this were orcs set of miniatures that were done by Games Workshop in collaboration, I think, with Airfix or Italeri or a brand that doesn't usually do stuff like that, with an historical brand. I don't actually remember the name and it's not displayed here in the box. This is a set, for example, with an orc war bike and an orc knob, and inside there are 3 colors, a transfer sheet, a brush, and also a little bit of glue. And there is this. Then there is this which is called Space Orc Raiders. There is an orc copter and some barricades and debris and some boys. And there is a third one with a orc with some truck boys. This is also another one that you can find in Gorka Morka. There is a truck, orc war truck, and 4 orc boys inside with still more paints, a brush, a transfer sheet, glue. These are free set that I bought it out of curiosity because it was really strange to see something like this. I didn't know actually this collaboration. I think it was with Airfix, but I don't know. Let me know down in the comment if that is the correct one. Then let's go with the last Warhammer 40k army. Well, no, technically not. There is a small bonus, which you're going to see in a moment, which is my Astra Militarum Imperial Guard Warhammer 40k sets. And there are only, beside this free blister, only 3 of them. Let's start with the blisters. I have 2 blisters of Imperial Guard rattling snipers that I still have to paint. Also, these were gifted to me by my partners way back, like in 2016, 17, way back ago. And yeah, I still have them here in their blisters. Then I have a set of the free psychers still in the box. Then I have the Gaunt's Ghost new plastic set that I promised back in the day that I want to do a new tutorial, because I have a tutorial on how to convert and also how to paint Gaunt's Ghost. Now the new set is here, and that painting tutorial is a little bit old. So I wanted to do a new one with this new miniatures here, but I didn't actually have the mood to start and do a video like this. I don't really want to paint something that I am not in the mood for it. I'm that kind of guy. I don't like to force myself to do things that I don't enjoy to do, because then I will do them very badly. So they are still there. Then I have a Lehman Russ battle tank, and I also have an Imperial Guard Basilisk, which is the giant. Maybe I can show you something that will let you understand what this thing is. There he is, with the giant cannon, the Basilisk. And I'm not going to paint yet. I'm about to paint these two models, the Lehman Russ battle tank and also the Basilisk. I'm going to paint them, and I'm going to paint them for a very special video that is going to be something that I never actually done in my hobby, and I'm going to do that when the new codex of the Imperial Guard will pop out, and I have to buy some miniatures for that, more miniatures of course, but I wanted to paint an entire army in like a day. Which is going to be fun, especially because it's not a very hard army to paint for what I have in mind. And these two things are going to end up in that army. So I'm just going to paint this two together in a day with a lot of more stuff. You will see in the future. All right, let me just take the bonus.